Hello YouTube, welcome to day number 181 of me filming and just logging my life, okay? I'm doing this mostly for my kids in the future. I want them to be able to see what I was like when I was in my 20s. It's still crazy to say that I'm 20, even though I've been 20 since May. But I've been to the gym today. I hit a nice push session with my friend, but somehow I've messed up my right shoulder. I think it was after my first set of shoulder pressing, because we did bench and then we did incline Smith machine and then we went to shoulder press, and I don't know, man, something in my, like, deep in my shoulder is just like achy, kind of like just sore, a dull achy sore pain. It was after doing my first set and it was a good set. I went light and I got 9 reps, I think, 15 kilo per side, and it felt good. I was going nice and slow and controlled, so I'd be at the bottom and I'd like explode up and then I'd like come down, explode up, and I like to get quite deep on shoulder press. I feel like it hits more of the side delt, and obviously you're not shoulder pressing just for your side delt, but I feel like side delt is more important to me right now than my front delt. But yeah, so I did my first set of shoulder press and then I tried a second set. I tried it with neutral grip handles and it just hurt too much. There was no need for me to push it that much. I feel like that's an important thing to talk about as well, is you should know your limit. You should know when you're about to injure yourself. This is like one of the most important things in training in the gym, because as soon as you injure yourself, it's game over for like 2 weeks, and then you have to rebuild your strength and your form back up to what it was. So then that's like another week and a half maybe. You're just out of the game for a bit, and it depends on how bad you injure yourself, because you could properly injure yourself and be out of the game for like 3 months to 6 months, depending on how bad the injury is. I know I hurt my lower back. I don't even know how I hurt my lower back. It was a while ago. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know what it was. I think it was an accumulation of experiences that messed up my lower back, and I was really messed up, man. I couldn't put socks on without sitting down. Like, it was just so bad. I was in so much pain every day. Walking, running, sometimes I couldn't really move. It sounds really depressing, and it was quite depressing, I can't lie. I'm a very active person. I like playing basketball a lot. In saying that, I haven't played basketball with my friends in a while, so I need to get back on that. But yeah, I'm a very active person, and injuring yourself is the worst thing that I could have done, because then I was just like stuck doing basically nothing all the time, and it was very, very, very depressing. So yeah, be careful and listen to your body. Listen to the aches and the pains. It's trying to communicate to you, and it's trying to tell you something, so listen to it. I had a good push session today, but my shoulder was telling me, you know, maybe no more pressing today. So I stopped pressing and I went to some lat raises, and then I've been doing my single arm tricep extensions overhead, and they're amazing. I really like them. I like them a lot better than doing them both arm at a time, and especially with like a messed up shoulder. And I feel like my elbows get really messed up when my elbow's in front of me and I go all the way down. I don't know. I feel like I feel like the tendon that runs up your elbow is just like about to explode. It's on fire. And obviously that limits my ability to use my muscles, because my brain is like, ow, don't do that. So yeah, when I put my arm out to the side, it feels a lot better than having it out in front of me. So one arm at a time out, like katana extensions, I think they're called, like doing one at a time is nice. That's another thing, exercise selection. You should pick exercises that your body agrees with. And probably the most common example of this is the squat. A lot of people don't squat. I think it can be adapted to, you know, suit everybody to a certain extent, but if your main goal is to grow muscle, is to grow big quads, then you don't have to barbell back squat. You could do hack squat, you could do leg press, you could do whatever the hell you want, you know. Just listen to your body, and whatever you enjoy, as long as there's like a good stretch, you can be in control, and you can progressively overload week after week, month after month. Even if you're more advanced, then yeah, it's, you know, just, it's a choose your own journey kind of thing. Today is another one of those days where I don't really have a lot to say. So I'm just kind of yapping, just to, produce a video. It's kind of a quantity over quality kind of format, and I don't know, I feel like I'm just yapping and I don't really have a lot to say. Though I am getting my video done earlier than, not really earlier than usual, but earlier than I did yesterday and the day before, I'm pretty sure. It's 5 p.m. I woke up, went straight to the gym. Actually, no, I woke up. I want to do a day in the life of eating on the cut. That could be kind of interesting, but also not really, because I don't really eat a lot on the cut. Maybe a day in the life of eating on all three types of days: a cut, a bulk, and a cheat day. Cheat day. It's not really a cheat day. I'm also looking into binge eating because maybe I, have some binge eating tendencies. So I'm looking into that and into like the psychology behind it, and just mentally thinking, maybe let's not eat everything in the house. Maybe let's just, eat until I feel like I've had some food in me, because I find it hard to know when to stop eating. Like, say if I wasn't tracking calories, because I've been tracking calories for like 3 or 4 years now. So I kind of eat for the numbers. So I'm very used to not listening to my body and instead listening to external factors. But it would be very important for me to understand the internal factors as well. So I'm kind of trying to listen to my body, especially on the cut, because I find it hard to stop eating. So on the cut, I'm really trying to think, I'm tasting these flavors, I'm chewing my food, it's being digested. I've eaten something and I feel good, I don't have to keep on eating until I feel like I'm bloated. It feels a lot nicer to be able to just eat some food and not feel like I'm dying after. My hip flexors after yesterday are absolutely cooked as well. Not even both of them. Actually, kind of both of them. My left hip flexor, I definitely pulled it. And today it does hurt to walk. Yesterday I was saying, it doesn't hurt to walk, but it's definitely like, ooh, I definitely, something happened there. But today it hurts to walk. And my right shin, I've got shin splints, and my left foot kind of hurts as well, like on the balls of my toes. Or not my toes, like the pad. I don't know how to explain it. Like this part of my foot, though, that kind of hurts. Just lots of aches and pains, but it's okay. It was more of a mental thing yesterday. It was more of like, I really want to overcome this. I was going for a 10K, but I was very motivated, and at the same time, I had like ate quite a lot before because I'd had my cheat days, so I had a lot of energy. Cheat days. You shouldn't really be calling them cheat days. They're just, programmed days. But yeah, I had a lot of energy, so I wanted to do a 10K, and I didn't get 10K. I got 8K in an hour, which I'm not unimpressed with. I'm a tiny bit disappointed, but at the same time, all I wanted to do was just get some steps in, get some calories burnt, just kind of get moving again, because I've got all this energy now. I'm carved up. I had so much sugar. It's definitely not a good thing that I had so much sugar, but it was kind of a mental break, and I'm back now. I'm back. I'm switched on. I'm locked in. I'm having 2,100 to 2,200 calories per day. I'm probably about 20% body fat, 20% to, I'll say anywhere from 19% to 23% body fat. And I don't know what the end goal is. At this point, I might stop cutting soon, because I feel like I'm just, in a hole of just digging, trying to, find an end point that just doesn't really exist, because I've stopped setting weight goals, because I've just realized I'm not very good at setting accurate weight goals, because I'll say like I'll stop cutting when I hit 77. That was my first goal, was 77, then it was 76. And now I've gone down to like 73, and I still don't look how I wanted to look, which is a common thing, when you hear about people dieting. It's just a hole, and you just keep on digging and digging and digging, and there's no end sometimes, unless, you're actually digging and digging until you hit like single digit body fat, which is crazy. I'm also under the belief, is that the right wording? I don't know. I'm also under the belief that people think body fat is lower than what it actually is. So say people will say, oh, this guy has like 15% body fat, whereas in reality he probably has like 20% body fat. I'm under that belief. But yeah, I don't know, to each their own. It doesn't really matter in, you know, in the whole scheme of things. Who cares? You know, who actually cares? But I think that's all for today. I weighed in today. I forgot what I weighed in. I think it was 74. I did bench today. I got 60 kilos for 3. I almost had it for 4. My friend had to give me like 2 fingers and like, you know, like barely lift it up for me to be able to get the 4th rep. It is what it is. Sorry for the mid video today. I didn't really have any good ideas. Maybe a day in the life of eating on the cut coming soon. Maybe tomorrow even. I might be going camping soon. No definites, but hopefully going camping soon. So I'm gonna sort out my bag and my tent. It's behind me. I can't be asked to get it out. It's not heavy, but it's heavy. My hip flexors are messed up, so it's heavy. And my shoulders messed up. I'm gonna do some stretches, actually. I need to, like, if I put my leg up on my, I don't even know what the framing is. I don't even know if you can see this, but I've got my leg like up crossed on my other leg, and like I can feel it running down like the outside of my leg where my glute is, like where my hips are, the outside of my leg. I can feel it like running all the way. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, kind of, it's not even on my glute. It's like outside of my glute. I don't know what it is. It's like up my hip, I guess. Anyway, thank you for watching. Today was day number 181. Tomorrow, rest day, I think. Probably rest day. We'll see. Probably a rest day. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. I don't know when that is, but yeah. Bye-bye.